The human mind can play tricks on us, and sometimes what we think we see may not be entirely real. But what happens when we encounter something so terrifying that we can't shake off the feeling that what we experienced was indeed true? In this story, we explore a chilling encounter that will make you question your reality and leave you questioning what lies beyond our world. So sit back, turn off the lights, and prepare to be taken on a journey that will haunt you long after it's over. Welcome to Eerie Encounters and Hauntings, the channel that brings you bone-chilling stories and spine-tingling experiences that will leave you questioning the world around you. Join us as we explore the darkest corners of the human experience, where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. Our stories are not for the faint of heart, but for those brave enough to venture into the unknown and face their fears. So buckle up and get ready for a ride into the realm of the supernatural. Our next story is a scary account entitled Red Tag. It was a dark and stormy night at the hospital, where the sick and dying were identified by color bands. Green was for the ones who were fighting to survive, while red was for those who had already lost the battle. One doctor was working late into the night, attending to the patients in need. He needed some equipment that was kept in the basement, so he headed towards the elevator. As the doors opened, he saw a patient sitting quietly inside. It was not uncommon for patients to be allowed to walk around and get some fresh air, but they were supposed to be back in their rooms by 10 p.m. The doctor gave a friendly nod to the patient before dialing the basement's designated number. To his surprise, the lady inside the elevator did not have a button pressed. The doctor wondered if she, too, was heading to the basement. The elevator stopped at the basement, but no one was there. The doctor quickly grabbed the equipment and pressed the button to go back up. As the elevator doors closed, a man hobbled towards them. The doctor panicked and punched the button to close the door. The man had a red tag on his wrist, indicating that he had already passed away. The doctor, who had performed the man's operation, was aware of this fact. The lady in the elevator was confused and irritated by the doctor's behavior. She asked why he closed the door on the man. The doctor asked her if she had noticed the man's wrist, but she had not. The doctor explained that the man had passed away the night before, and he was surprised to see him walking around. The lady raised her wrist, and the doctor saw that she, too, had a red tag. The doctor was in shock. He had been talking to a ghost the entire time. The lady grinned and asked, "Like this one?" The doctor realized that he had encountered a terrifying ghostly encounter. From that night on, the doctor refused to work the night shift alone. He was scared that he might encounter more ghostly patients in the hospital. The encounter had left a lasting impression on him and made him question whether the living and the dead could truly be separated in a hospital. The hospital had a reputation for being haunted, and this encounter only added to the rumors. Many people who worked there had stories of ghostly patients wandering the halls at night. Some claimed to have seen patients who had long since passed away, while others felt a presence lurking in the shadows. The doctor's encounter became one of the most talked about ghost stories at the hospital. People were scared to work the night shift alone, and many claimed to have seen the same lady with the red tag on her wrist. This ghostly encounter was a reminder that death was never far away in a hospital. It also left many wondering if the spirits of the dead lingered on, unable to leave the place where they had lost their lives. If you ever find yourself in a hospital late at night, keep an eye out for patients with red tags on their wrists. You never know who or what you might encounter in the dark and eerie halls of a haunted hospital. As we come to the end of this bone-chilling encounter, we cannot help but wonder what other terrifying experiences await us in this world. The story of the hospital's doctor reminds us that sometimes the line between life and death is blurry, and we should always be aware of our surroundings. If you enjoyed this eerie encounter and want to hear more spine-tingling stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our channel. We are always on the lookout for new and hair-raising experiences to share with you. So, stay tuned for the next video, and who knows, you might just encounter something that will keep you up at night. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.